raise the age. Maybe Eric knows a few state legislators where we could put together a coalition to get these bills passed. So tomorrow when people go to the polls, they're not just electing a new governor, they're also electing their state assembly and state senate. What I believe is that tomorrow the supermajority that exists in the state assembly and the state senate will get broken. I do not believe in January that there will be a supermajority assembly and senate. Now the interesting thing to watch tomorrow night that no one's talking about, and some people say it's impossible. It's not impossible. It's uphill. It's a long shot, but it's not impossible. Is that the way I see it, if the state Senate Republicans hold what they have, they'll have 18 seats. I spent a lot of time traveling the state. I know all the Senate districts. I know the candidates. I know the campaigns that they're running. The field is 16 seats. So you have 18 if they hold what they have. You can do the rough math. You know what that means as far as control of the state Senate chamber. Even if you're close, it's easier for some of these more moderate Democrats or centrist Democrats to vote on a particular issue where they agree that something needs to be done, where you put the votes together to get something over the finish line. I would also add that mandates are earned. There are some people who believe that if they win an election that they have a mandate to do absolutely whatever they want with regards to anything. It doesn't work like that. If you are elected, you earn a mandate on whatever you are campaigning saying that you would do if you're elected. If we win this race, we will have earned a mandate to declare a crime emergency on day one, to suspend these laws, and to work with the state legislature on a permanent fix. Why? Because I'm talking about it. If I didn't talk about it, and I waited until tomorrow, I'd be like, hey, by the way, this is what I'm going to do on day one. I have a mandate. No, you don't. The other thing is, with regards to the budget process, with regards to home rule messages and other bills that they need a governor to sign, or it's the use of the soapbox to move public opinion and try to get votes. We will figure this out on any issue, however possible, because we have to. It's our job. There are 213 state legislators, I will tell you right now, all 213. I'm willing to work with absolutely any of them. And all 213 people will have a seat at the table when we do next year's budget. No more of this 3 persons in a room. We will force the process to involve all of the rank and file by sending our budget director and others in that second half of March especially in front of the legislature, and the majority will be able to ask questions, the minority will be able to ask questions, and there will be clarity, and there will be transparency, and there will be sunlight. And then when you get to the end of the process, you all will be able to ask me questions, as opposed to what happens now, is that you might be able to, if you have a good enough connection, get a little bit of a leak at 2 a.m. And when you are able to tweet out that tidbit that you just got, the rest of the state legislature is now figuring out what was just agreed to. Not from their leadership, they figured it out from you because you had a good contact, you shared a little bit of information at 2 a.m. This doesn't work. This whole process is screwed up in Albany. The whole pay-to-play corruption that we see, selling out access to the state government, none of that's going to happen. I'm expanding executive order. I will not accept any donations from political appointees or their spouses. I will not take donor meetings with anyone who is trying to solicit state contracts. I don't want to meet with you. Don't even try to schedule me. Please don't put me in that situation. I support term limits. I will term limit myself. I will call on the state legislature to term limit me. But even if they don't, I still would not run for a 3rd term. It's about leading by example. And we have an opportunity here, starting tomorrow night, and starting the next day, and in 2023, to write a story about how well Governor Zeldin's working with Mayor Adams to save the city, to tell a story about how Republicans and Democrats have gotten out of their corners and they're actually working together and talking to each other, as opposed to coming to the middle of the ring, sometimes touching gloves, sometimes not, and then going for the uppercut. New Yorkers are fed up and they're tired. And for anyone who is listening to this entire press conference, and I'm grateful for the media, you all did a great job. You're out there. It's not easy. I take you to different places around the city where maybe there hasn't been a press conference in a while, because these people need us to show up. That's why we're there. That's why we're here. It's because the people who live in this community want us here. Now you say, like, the people who might be like more partisan, well, hey, listen, you come back on Thursday. They want me here on Thursday. That's fine. It's okay. I appreciate all of the coverage of what you guys have done through this entire process. It's important that once we get past this, that we are all part of the solution. I have my part. You all have yours. I'm not going to get into any details of any anomalies or any rare exceptions. What I'll just say is that y'all are just trying to report the news to the people of New York. And I know we have a lot of people tuning in on social media all across this entire state. All the regional media coverage have been doing their part just to let people know that there's a race going on. These are your candidates. This is what they stand for. This is what they're talking for. And they're telling you to get out and vote. We're telling you to come out and vote. Tuesday, November 8th, the polls open at 6 a.m. They close at 9 p.m. It is important for all of us to do everything we can to change the direction of this city and this state. Thank you all for being on here.
I should be the president. I ain't vote for nobody. They got comments on like nothing.